Good morning and good afternoon to everyone who has joined today for the BROWZ Training Center webinar. We'd like to thank you for taking some time out today to learn more about a new product offering from BROWZ that we're calling the Training Center. All right, just as a way of introduction, again, my name is Aaron Rudd and I will be moderating our webinar today. I'm joined by my colleague John Bowen. John is our product manager here at BROWZ, who's been in charge of the development and launching of Training Center. And John and I have worked very closely on this project. And a lot of what you're going to see today has come out of very meaningful conversations with our clients and our customers, learning and listening to the things that are important to you and the things that we're hearing as we continue to mature our product. So today, a good portion of the time you will be hearing from John as he walks us through the product overview and product demonstration. As a way of an agenda today, I wanted to go ahead and just outline the three main things that we're going to be doing. We're going to be giving you a product overview of the Training Center product and what is available. Second, we're going to be doing a product demonstration, giving you a hands-on feel for how the Training Center works. And then lastly, we're going to have an opportunity for questions and answers. All right, just as a way of introduction, I wanted to just give a quick intro to BROWZ. The majority of everyone who has joined today are current BROWZ customers, and so we really appreciate your loyalty to BROWZ, your partnership with BROWZ, and it's a pleasure being able to serve and work with each of you that are current BROWZ customers. As a quick update, I just put up a few quick snapshots of BROWZ, our footprint. Over the years, we've continued to grow our global footprint with offices stretching from Australia to Salt Lake City and the UK and New York. We're also going to be launching later in 2013, 2014 in South America. So just some interesting facts about BROWZ. But again, the majority of those participating today are current customers, and I wanted to just do that as a way of introduction. To set the stage for our discussions today, I just wanted to put up a little bit of an illustration here. BROWZ historically, since 2002, we've really been working in this space of helping our customers manage pre-qualification, compliance, safety, risk management for the contractors and suppliers that work for our clients. And we've been doing that for many years. And as we've continued to expand the scope of our services, and you as our customers have continued to expand the scope of your needs, we've been shifting in the last several years to begin including the employees of the contractors and suppliers that work within your supply chain. And so the real question that we want to address today is this question of, are the employees of the contractors and suppliers that are working for me at my facilities, on my locations, within my environments, are they compliant? Are they trained? Do they meet regulatory standards? Do they meet qualification standards for the tasks they're performing? And specifically, as we talk about training today, what are effective methods and ways in which we deliver training at the employee level? So hopefully you'll get a good understanding today, a good introduction as BROWZ is working with our customers to expand scope from just looking at company level management down to employee level management. As a way of introduction to the product today for the Training Center, I wanted to just put the Training Center in context. The Training Center is a part of the BROWZ Workforce Management Solutions, which helps give transparency to your contractors at the employee level, including online training, attendance and time tracking, which is really a new initiative here in 2013, integration with physical security and badging systems, as well as managing employee-level compliance, looking at certifications, regulatory trainings, background checks, drug and alcohol screenings. For many of our clients, we've actually been working in that employee-level compliance for several years. And as we're expanding our workforce management suite, we've really started adding a number of new types of products. As we focus today, though, I want us to focus specifically on the online training opportunity and product that we have developed. And that is really where we're going to spend our time talking about the details of this product, providing a product demonstration, and hopefully giving you all valuable information for how BROWZ could potentially partner with you to help manage the training and compliance at the employee level. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn over our presentation and webinar to my colleague John Bowen. John will walk us through this demonstration and product overview. Thank you again for your time. I have seen that we've received some chats already with questions, so we look forward to continuing to receive those questions. We're going to be gathering those, and at the end of this discussion from John, I will return as a moderator to answer those questions and address them one by one. Thank you, and John, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Aaron. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about the offerings that we have in our employee-level management or workforce management arena here. My name is John Bowen, as Aaron introduced me. I'm responsible for new product development here at BROWZ. And today, as Aaron said, we're going to talk to you about Training Center. So let's talk about orientation and safety training in general. I think you all know that it's a critical part of your overall risk mitigation program, of which BROWZ continues to play a strategic role in supporting your business today. In many cases, your contract employees are working side by side with your full-time staff, and it's critical to ensure that that temporary workforce understands your policies and your procedures related to safety. Training programs can be costly to produce and can tie up valuable resources to administrate and deliver. Employee resources are often required to administer training in a live classroom environment, and even if they're only putting a DVD into a player, someone must accompany that contractor to a room and see that they've completed the training before they enter the job site. Your contractors also spend those valuable hours when they arrive on your site for the first time in a trailer or in a classroom, taking training rather than being out on the work site where they were assigned to a task. So we think Training Center is really going to help save you money in that respect. So our solution to those problems is the BROWZ Training Center. Training Center is a web-based learning management system that seamlessly integrates with BROWZ, providing a simple platform to deliver and document high-quality training for your contractors at the employee level. With Training Center, you can provide critical orientation, safety, or other corporate training to your contractors over the web before they arrive on site. Some of the important points here are that it's a web-based platform that integrates with your current BROWZ program today. It can be configured to perform site-specific training requirements or corporate-level training requirements. Your individual training plans will be put up online with completion certificates. We also provide multilingual support. Many of your contractors, English may not be their first language. We can configure a user profile to establish a native language for that contractor, and then the training can be provided to them in their native language. The web provides them easy access to required training resources. So anytime that they would need to go back and review some of the content, if you provided documents up online that they needed access to frequently, they can go back at any time and review that. If you would like to have your training renew on an annual basis, we have the ability to send them renewal reminders. Training will have an expiration date. If the employee provides an email address, we'll be able to send them a reminder telling them that they have to go back and take that training. And you also have a place with documented training history. So you'll be able to go online and you'd be able to see who's taken training, when, and when it expires. I don't have up here on the slide, but we also do integrate today with physical security and badging systems, and certainly that can be extended on through Training Center. So So let's talk about some common types of training that you might want to put online. So you have your generic corporate safety training that might be provided at a corporate level. You may have some site-specific orientation documents or video you may want to show. You may want to provide your contractors with evacuation procedures at a particular site, and that can all be done at a site-specific training level. Many times you require your contractors to review and accept a policy and procedures document. These documents can also be placed in Training Center. The nice part about doing it within the Training Center is you have a place where you can record when that particular employee has acknowledged that they have received and accepted that policy. So from a human resources perspective, you have the opportunity to record that they've actually viewed and read the document. Another thing that the Training Center allows through our partners is a use of a pay-per-view library of industry-leading health and safety and environmental trainings such as confined space, OSHA record keeping, working at heights. So this is an example of content that wouldn't be provided by you, but could be purchased on a pay-per-view basis if you wanted to provide that content to your contractors. So let's talk a bit about the workflow. BROWZ will notify the contractors of a new program through a town hall meeting and one-on-one contractor support. Contractors add their employees via the BROWZ application that they're used to today through a new section called Employee Level Management. Contractors are then provided with a logon and user ID and password to the Training Center. They'll then log in, take the training and any associated quiz that you have associated with that training to make sure that they've comprehended the information provided. Their completion records are then stored within the Training Center and will reflect the compliance status back onto the BROWZ Dashboard so that you'll be able to see within the BROWZ application that the employees are compliant. So I want to take you through some of the screens that are in the BROWZ application related to Training Center. So your contractors will go in and they will add their employees in the Add Employees section of the supplier interview. In this screen, you can see an example of a contractor who has 5 employees. They've been added to the employee section. There's a new section, for those of you who are used to seeing the employee section today, we've added a new section called Manage Employee Online Training. So in the Manage Employee Online Training section, we've added screens where you can submit those employees to training so that all of your employees don't have to take training all at once. So if the contractor is going to send 3 employees on site, they can control when those employees are sent for online training. In this example, I've added Aaron as a new employee, and you can see that he's been added to take corporate training for our ABC client. So the employees that do have email addresses, we can send an email notification to that particular employee letting him know that there is training available for them to take. It will provide them with a link to the Training Center, and then if they have any questions, they can call a BROWZ agent to assist them with any problems they may be having logging into the Training Center. So once they click on that link, they're going to be provided this screen, which is the BROWZ Training Center, and at this time I'm going to take you through a training as a contractor. So I'm going to log in with my credentials. And you'll notice that the employee has the option to change from their default language, which in this case is English, to their native language, and we can support multiple languages, and that's something that we'll work with you on at the time of implementation. So we've made this very easy. So the landing page that the contractor ends up on is their training plan. So here it's giving me my individual training plan for John Bowen. I have the option I can print this training plan out, but I'm provided with my 2 trainings that I'm required to take. You can see a current status. The completion date that's been required by ABC Company is 6/30, and my media types. One is an online training and one is a document. So I'm going to take you through the online training first. So I'm going to click on BROWZ Contractor Safety Training. I'm provided with a description of what this training course entails, and I'm just going to click on Take Training. At this point, the training is launched. This happens to be branded with the BROWZ Training Center, but at this point, we'll work with you to brand this with your corporate logos, your corporate color scheme, so that this training becomes very individualized to your operations. So I'm here on the home page. It gives me some description about the course, how long it should take me, the chapters involved in my course, and I simply step through by clicking Next. I'm giving some navigation and objectives on the course. For this BROWZ training course, I'm told that I'm going to have a 2-question exam at the end, and I'm required to get a 100 on this exam as a passing score. Now, we can configure that passing score to be anything you like. It could be 90, it could be 80%. That's something that we'll work with you on at the time of implementation. I'm also told that at the end of my training course, I'm going to be asked to print out a certificate, and we can work out the procedures with you. I may want to bring that certificate to the guard gate, at which time I can exchange that certificate for a sticker for my hard hat. Certainly, the guard gate would also have access to the records within BROWZ, so that if that person didn't bring their training certificate, you could actually look up online whether they've completed the training or not. So at this point, this particular training happens to be video-based training, so I'm going to launch my training video at this time. It's about 2.5 minutes long, so I'm just going to let this training run
What if you
through.
always knew when contractors met your pre-qualification and corporate compliance standards? Due to increasing regulatory demands, attempting to pre-qualify, monitor, and re-qualify members of your global supply chain can seem like an impossible task. Corporate compliance standards such as safety, insurance, social responsibility, sustainability, and employee-level certifications add even more complexity to the process. Using patented technology supported by superior service, BROWZ simplifies and validates the exchange of pre-qualification and compliance data between you and your contractors. BROWZ partners with you to identify and manage the compliance of your high, medium, and low-risk contractors while benchmarking against industry best practices. First, you define your supply chain requirements. Then, we customize our solutions and back-office support to manage your compliance objectives. Next, contractors complete online questionnaires and submit the predefined data you've requested. As an independent third party, BROWZ enters, validates, and scores compliance data while generating icons to indicate which contractors currently meet your standards. After initial qualification, BROWZ continually monitors changing data points and proactively reports expiring documents and data to you and your contractors. BROWZ understands contractor relationships are critical to your business. We'll act as an extension of your team and provide each contractor with a single point of contact, someone familiar with their account and your standards. This one-on-one approach delivers superior compliance for you and improves contractor cooperation and satisfaction. As a global compliance provider, our web-based technology is available in multiple languages, allowing you to manage contractor data around the world with a single solution. And BROWZ easily integrates with internal software and ERP systems to make your business more efficient. For over a decade, BROWZ has been simplifying contractor compliance. Using the industry's only patented technology, BROWZ delivers customizable solutions backed by the best support in the industry. The result? Increased efficiency, improved contractor relationships, and reduce risk. A supply chain without surprises. BROWZ, keeping compliance in check.
So our video kind of simulates what a training video could look like. And at this point, we click on the next button, and I'm provided with some questions that would normally be related to the content of the video that you just saw. In this case, I have two simple questions. BROWZ Training Center is integrated into your BROWZ compliance application, and I'm going to answer true. So we've configured this particular quiz to score at the time of clicking the answer. Statistics have shown that in terms of safety training, that if you provide immediate feedback to an answer, they're more likely to comprehend the pieces of safety information within that training. You really wouldn't want to get to the end of a training exam, say congratulations, you passed, you've got 90%, and have missed some important pieces of safety information. But again, this is a configuration option. We choose to provide the answer right at the time of answering the question. What can I store in the Training Center? Videos, quizzes, PDF documents, PowerPoint type presentations, and my answer is all of the above. So I'm completing the exam at this point. I'm told I've scored 100%. I'm given some instructions on how to exit the exam. And I can go to my training history now. And at any time, I can come back here to my training history, and I can see all of the courses that I've completed for a particular client. I can print my certificate. And this certificate shows me that that I've completed the training course. You can print this out. You can save it. I'm going to go back to my training plan. You'll notice that back on my training plan homepage, that BROWZ training course has now disappeared in real time. There's no need to log back out to refresh this screen. It's all in real time. So that training is now in my history. I only have one required learning left, which is a BROWZ policies and procedures document. And this is an example of a document type of training rather than a video type of training. And here is an example again of a particular document that may be a policies and procedures document, it may be a safety document, it may be a code of conduct, it may be an evacuation procedure, any type of static PDF type document that you may want to keep a record that someone has acknowledged. We have the ability to put in custom text here, and I'm going to confirm that I've actually read this document, and I'm going to exit the document portal now. So if I go back to my training plan, you'll see that all of my training has been completed. In my training history screen, you can see my completion status. If any of these trainings expire, and my first one does in 1 year, I will be given a notification. I've set this to notify this employee 30 days before their training expires. But again, that is a configurable option. You can set it to any number of days that you want to remind someone to come back. Now, the nice thing about this is that the system is automated so that it will move this training back to the training plan automatically when it expires. So there's nothing that anyone has to do to initiate that. So at this point, I'm going to log out. And I would go back into my BROWZ application as a client, and I can go back in here and I can now see at an employee level. Many of you are not used to seeing employee level records within the BROWZ application, but there is an employee level management function. So Training Center now interfaces back with the BROWZ system to let you know what employees have and have not taken training. So I can click on John Bowen and I can see the detail, and I can see that John passed my corporate training and what John's training expiration date is. All very simple, integrated. It really is an easy process. So in summary, again, the BROWZ Training Center is a web-based delivery of training integrated within the BROWZ platform. We can configure that to your site-specific needs. Individual training plans can be created for your sites. Many of you probably already have training videos today in the form of a DVD. We can take those DVDs and we can convert them to online training. We can take any paper quizzes that you have and create that automated quiz that you saw me taking in the demonstration. We can support multiple languages. It's very easy to access all of the required training, and we will offer renewal reminders, and you have that documented training history.
As you can see on the screen, we do have our email addresses where you can direct offline questions to, as well as to your professional services manager or business development manager. If you're listening to the recorded webinar, you're also able to direct these questions to these email addresses, and we'd be happy to get back to those as soon as we can. Well, if everyone's okay, we'll go ahead and end the meeting 10 minutes early today. You know, we really appreciate your attendance and your questions and your participation today. And again, we appreciate the partnership that we've been able to have with each one of your companies. And please send us additional questions as we move forward. Again, thank you for your time, and we appreciate your business.